Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be starting with our computer science lecture number 1, and we'll be morely learning about binary and hexadecimal, which is one of the first basic topics because we really need to learn how a computer stores its data. So if I come across the introduction of this entire thing, when you delve into learning something new, we should understand that computer does not understand our language. What I mean by our language is more likely English, right? That's like a very common language that we all speak, despite of any backgrounds we come from. But as I said, computer does not understand this language, but it understands only two numbers, which is 0 and 1. These 0 and 1 together are called binary numbers today. Let me just change it. They're called binary numbers. Why they are called binary numbers? Binary because bi means 2 and there is like number. So what we understood for now is that computer does not understand our main language, but it does understand 0 and 1, which is the binary language, which means that whatsoever we type on our computer, for instance, I wrote I just wrote 1, or I wrote time, something like that I wrote on my computer. The computer will first interpret this. So first of all we write something, then there is an interpreter which interprets our language to the computer's language to the binary thing. So whatsoever we have written, computer will store it in the form of this binary numbers. Within that binary we also have hexadecimal system. Binaries in total in mathematics you probably have learned about number systems, right? You probably know the decimal number system. Decimal number system is from 0 to 9, which includes all 10. Why 10? Because we include 0, so it becomes 10. Then we have hexadecimal. Hexa means 6 and decimal, right? So hexa means 6 and you add decimal to it, which means it has 16 numbers in total. So it's more like from 0 to F. So it's like 10 A, B. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no 11, but there's A, B, C, D, and then there's E, and there's F, right? So these are those 16 numbers that we use. These are the two number system, binary, hexa, and decimal, that we are going to talk about in all of the lectures. So I just introduce you guys to a bit, right? Today we are going to learn that how do we convert binary into like the simple decimal to the binary, and then we'll also look forward to mainly hexadecimal today. See, we learn in binary system that binary is something we just convert easily. So it just, for instance, if I want to convert a number into a binary, like for instance if I write 101 in my computer, on my computer, how will this be shown in the binary system? So what it is easiest way that we all know about the factorization method. We'll just use this. We'll use this method 10, and we'll use the smallest because we have binary, because we're converting into the binary, so we will use only a table of 2. So 2 has the 5 and 1, it gets a 0 because remainder is 0. 2 2's are, and then we have 1 here, and then 5, 1 remainder. It's just we need to start writing the reminders, okay? And 2 1's are, 2's are, and then still we have 1 remainder. 2 6's are, 2's are, we have 0 remainder. 2 3 1, right? Yeah, and we have here 1. Okay. Okay, so here we go. How will we do it? How will we write this, the reminder? So as I told, in the binary system we only just write 0 and 1, so we'll use this thing that the reminder. So we'll write these reminders like 1 1 0 1. I will spell 1 and 0. So this is the 102 in binary system that we actually learn. But we should know this thing that binary system has in total 8 digits. Here we see we only have 6. So what we will do is just add 2 zeros in the starting because it has no value, just to sum up everything. Right? So that's how we do it, baby. It's very easy, and that's how we are going to do it with the hexadecimal and everything as well. And you can practice a lot more within this. Like if you want to, for instance, if you have this number and you want to see that, for instance, someone gives you this this binary number and tells you to go actually and find out which numbers binary this is. So this is very easy that you can find out. It's just you just need to apply the power of 2. So 2 power 1, 2 power, sorry, I think I need smaller one. Yeah, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7, 2 power 8. So it does not matter. So 2 power 1, 2 multiplied by 0 equals to 0, plus 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 8, 0 is plus per 0, and we have 2 5 is, I think, 2 multiplied by 8 and 2, I think 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, I guess. Yeah, it's 32. And then we have one more, 32 plus 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, the 64. So 64. And now in end, so we got like 2 7, so 2 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 7 से तो हमें फिर भी 0 मिलेगा और 0 मिलेगा. अब हम क्या करेंगे, अब इन जो नंबर्स हमारे पास निकलेंगे जो इन सबको हम प्लस कर लेंगे. हाउ डू वी डू दैट? इट्स वेरी सिंपल. 32 and 40, ठीक है, and 40 plus 64 is in total 104 and 10. Wait. Yeah, so we go for 80 and 2 is 10, and then yeah, we will sum it in the end. In end, what are we going to do is just we sum it all and then we'll get the number. So it's very easy. In this case, you can do it. The next thing that I think we should focus on is hexadecimal system, which is very easy. Why do we use hexadecimal? This is very important to understand. Like we understood that binary is particularly used to store the data. So computer uses that language. So why did we introduce hexadecimal then? So there's certain, probably if you are someone who have been like from the background of HTML or CSS, you probably know about the color system. Like we use this hex code. Like whenever you write any color, like if you are a programmer or if you're not even a programmer, you can go on Google, search about red, okay? Search red and it's hex code. So what I mean is like hex code. This hex code will let you know the the actual adaptation of that color, where did it come from, okay? So we know that we have 3 primary colors, red, blue and yellow, and that's from red, green, blue. यहीं से हमारे सारे कलर्स निकलते हैं. सो हेक्साडेसिमल हमारे पास इसलिए भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया बिकॉज बाइनरी इज समथिंग विच इज़ वेरी लेंदी टू यूज़. यू जस्ट यूज 0 1 1 2 0 1 1 2. कंप्यूटर इसी चीज़ को प्रोसेस करता है, बट हेक्साडेसिमल हमने इसलिए बनाया ताकि वो प्रोसेसिंग जो हो स्टोर. हम हेक्साडेसिमल में क्या होता है, हमारा जो प्रोसेस होता है काम, वी ऑलवेज लर्न लाइक इनपुट, प्रोसेसिंग एंड देन आउटपुट. तो इनपुट हमारा होता है, प्रोसेसिंग हेक्साकोड के अंदर, आउटपुट वो बाइनरी के अंदर ही स्टोर करता है. पर हेक्साडेसिमल से हमारा जो काम होता है ना वो ज़्यादा आसान हो जाता है एंड इट सेव्स टाइम, ठीक है. द स्टोरेज एंड द थिंग दैट इट टेक्स द इंटायर स्पेस जितनी वो उसमें ले रहा है, बट व्हाट वी हैव द एडवांटेज इज़ एज ऑलवेज द टाइम, ठीक है. यहाँ पे अब why do we use hexadecimal? We use it for the color system. We use it in our IP addresses like internet protocol. We also use it for MAC address. MAC address is more like कि अगर आप कोई फ़ोन लेते हो तो फ़ोन के अंदर हमारे पास अगर फ़ोन है तो आपके फ़ोन का एक काइंड ऑफ एक कोड होता है, ठीक है, लाइक आपका मॉडल नंबर कौन सा है, ठीक है, और कौन सी कंपनी है. सो दिस इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ द मैक एड्रेस जो होता है ना, इट एक्चुअली कंसिस्ट ऑफ मेनली हम बोल सकते हैं इट इज़ कंसिस्ट ऑफ 6 पार्ट्स. 3 पार्ट्स में हमारे पास अबाउट द कंपनी लिखा होता है कि दिस इज़ द कंपनी डॉल. फॉर इंस्टेंस अगर 001422 लिखा है उसके फर्स्ट पार्ट में, लाइक फर्स्ट 3 पार्ट्स में, तो मतलब ये डेल का फ़ोन है, ठीक है. तो दिस इज़ मैक एड्रेस, जहाँ पे हम ये यूज़ कर लेते हैं. हेक्साडेसिमल हम लिखते कैसे हैं, दैट आई विल ऑल्सो टेल यू. अगर हम कोडिंग के सिस्टम में आएँ, आई विल टॉक अबाउट द कलर्स. So it's very easy way to write. For instance, we use hashtag, which is very important. Then FF is this like is the highest number here because we learned कि ना 0 to F है, तो F जो है ना वो highest है यहाँ पे. तो FF is हम लोग ये सिस्टम स्टार्ट करते हैं ना बिकॉज हमने पढ़ा कि प्राइमरी कलर से हर चीज़ बनती है, तो हम RGB सिस्टम यूज़ करते हैं. तो अगर हम कोई भी कोड लिख रहे हैं पहले R होगा रेड, ग्रीन एंड ब्लू. तो FF मतलब 100% हमारे पास क्या है, रेड है. फिर मैं लिखती हूँ यहाँ पे 00 एंड देन 00. इसका मतलब मेरे पास 0% ग्रीन है, 0%. तो ये कलर मिलके क्या बनता है, ये प्रॉपर रेड बनाता है बिकॉज 100% FF है. वैसे ही ग्रीन में क्या होगा, यहाँ पे 2 FF में हो जाएंगे, यहाँ पे 0 हो जाएगा, ब्लू में ये होगा. तो दिस इज़ हाउ दिस सिस्टम वर्क्स. एंड इसी को यूज़ करके वी एक्चुअली मेक कलर्स. इफ़ यू एवर ट्राई प्रोग्रामिंग और स्टफ लाइक दैट, यू विल प्रॉब्ली नो अबाउट दैट. So yeah, so that was all about today's video. We'll probably continue in next video where we'll discuss more about hexadecimal, its proper work, and how we add hexadecimal. You know, it's very easy to actually one way or another to talk about it and just know कि ये system है, but understanding it is very difficult. That we'll be doing it.